So it seems Hive Learning is built to help organisations foster a culture of learning. Is that correct?
That's absolutely right, Alan. So I always love Satya Nadella, the CEO of Microsoft, who I find him very inspiring. I don't know him personally, but I've read his book. I find him very inspiring. And he's obviously succeeded in the turnaround of that organisation. He has an amazing saying about the culture change he's trying to drive at Microsoft, which is summarised by trying to move from a culture of know-it-alls to a culture of learn-it-alls. And I think it's a very simple language, but my interpretation of what he means by that is that in the way the world is going, the way the world already is today, but certainly the way it's headed even more, the only way for an organisation to not just survive but hopefully thrive is to learn continuously. So learn continuously in our products, in the experiences we give to customers, in the things we bring to market, and clearly the only way that can be done is to have a workforce and a culture that also learns continuously. And so absolutely, like our company Hive Learning, we have sort of learning in the name, but actually if we sort of think about what we're really here for, it is building cultures of learning inside companies, and some of the work that we're most proud of is where we can see that effect happening. So one of our customers we most enjoy working with, an organisation called Halma, who are a UK-centred FTSE 100 organisation that we may not have heard of, just crossed £1 billion a year revenue. They're an amazing technology-centred organisation that produces all the businesses are to do with protecting and preserving life, so medical devices, healthcare, etc. The journey we've been on with they're an organisation with no burning platform. They're growing really well, but they recognise the need to innovate faster to head into this future where the iPhone might make a smoke detector redundant, or and so that's fundamentally about strengthening and developing a culture of learning inside the organisation. And having started with a sort of leadership and management development population and then expanded out to all employees, seeing the effect of the enablement of a digital learning culture inside that organisation, and hearing Andrew Williams, their CEO, talk publicly about that work in their results presentation, that's definitely been one of our proudest moments in the company. So what can start with a sort of a programme in a particular area really ultimately is aimed towards that goal. The other thing we're doing more and more work with is in partnership with Matthew Syed, who's obviously a great thinker and writer in the space of growth mindset, and who's now a sort of advisor and partner of ours, building products and solutions in our platform that are specifically designed to address how do I as an individual develop a growth mindset. So I know how powerful this is because I've seen it in my 10-year-old daughter. One of Matthew's books is deliberately designed for kids, and children now much more exposed to the idea that my ability is a function of what I practice and what I learn, rather than what I was inherently born with. Yeah. And obviously there's some elements of what I'm born with.
Nurture over nature.
Nurture over nature. And I think I personally believe some combination of both. I can't change my height, so there may be certain sports that I may be more or less predisposed towards, for instance, but most skills in life, Mozart as an amazing composer, most people who really studied it believe that what was amazing about him was the amount of exposure he had to music at a young age, not the fact that he suddenly woke up as a 4-year-old and wrote a symphony. And so growth mindset and more broadly this question of learning culture, these are areas that I think we as a company are very focused on, and technology still has a huge amount of opportunity to unlock for companies in this space.